collection. We didn't see much of our guest, as he was out every night dancing tango on the London tango circuit. Classical music and tango were his other passions, having been immersed in this world since childhood. His father, Roger Pryor Dodge, had been a professional dancer, and Pryor had studied the flute to a high professional level. He was also visiting bicycle collections dotted around the UK and doing research for his lavish coffee table book in London, to be later published by Flammarion in Paris. One evening, Pryor invited Martin and I out for a special thank-you Christmassy dinner. I chose a restaurant in Bayswater that specialised in old, historic British recipes, which was in walking distance on a cold winter's evening. The owner catered to the film companies during the day on their shoots, but at night was the hostess, but not with the mostest. We ordered festive food, and when it came to the desserts, Pryor could not choose from the 5 Victorian desserts, even though he was especially tempted by the traditional, very British Christmas pudding. Instead, he suggested we share all 5 traditional fare. The waiter was Brazilian, and so I ordered all 5 of the desserts. I don't know what language or which language school he'd gone to, or whether he was loco, but eventually 5 waiters turned up with 5 dishes for each of us, laid out up each arm. We howled with laughter, almost wetting ourselves, until we were almost crying. Mr. Brazil was not amused, and nor was the owner, who sided with the waiter and not her guests. How could any mortal consume 5 desserts? She must have been loco too. No one said good night and thank you, or showed us to the door with a polite Merry Christmas. Never to return, so we thought. Some time later, Martin started to receive special promotional offers. Eventually, these were constant monthly promotions, which irritated him, and although the food was good, the attitude of the owner was 0. One day, he decided to tell her so, what he really thought, and so, in my presence, called her up to tell her to delete our address, as we were never coming back. He told her why in no uncertain terms. Horrified, she apologised profusely and offered us a complimentary dinner with wine to make up for her bad behaviour. We had to accept, even though, frankly, we didn't really want to. But what a difference in service and attitude that night, as the red carpet had been laid down for us and all the staff in attendance smiling. I didn't see the Brazilian waiter that evening. Perhaps he was at night school learning better English. Thank you. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Jilliana. And